Buried in the details of Alberta's latest budget is a brewing policy change that's pitted the province against its largest and oldest craft beer provider. It's a move that won't affect 146 out of Alberta's 147 small brewers. But Big Rock Brewery is now facing a 22% hike to its beer tax fees. Mark Villani has their reaction and why some members of the industry say this could stunt future growth.
Workers are busy on the Big Rock Brewery assembly line, and while the Calgary-based company usually pushes out 300 kegs of beer each day, it might have to scale back because of rising costs.
The reaction was of surprise.
Alberta's government, through the AGLC, is changing its beer tax fee structure. Small brewers used to be able to produce up to 400,000 hectoliters each year before they were taxed upwards of $1.25 per liter. That volume is now cut in half to 180,000 hectoliters, and while 95% of Alberta's small brewers will pay 10-cent taxes, Big Rock produces closer to 150,000 hectoliters and faces a huge yearly markup.
That's about $1.4 million of more tax that we will pay to the government of Alberta.
The fees are on pace with what American multinational companies like Coors Molson and Anheuser-Busch pay. Big Rock is questioning why the province would support them in the midst of a trade war, but not Alberta's oldest small brewer.
By forcing our costs through tax or whatever, through tariffs, by forcing that up, they get to increase the cost of their beer. They make more money.
Beer Canada, which represents brewers nationwide, disagrees, instead calling this a step towards leveling the playing field, giving small brewers a chance to better plan for higher production.
So they have a much more gradual ramp off that allows brewers to plan for that as they got closer to that.
In a statement, the province says that imbalance needed to be addressed to improve fairness across the board and to ensure that the benefits provided under Alberta's small producer programs are doing what they're supposed to do, support the growth and investment of Alberta's small craft producers. But some say these tax changes will discourage brewers from growing.
And now that you have a smaller runway, smaller opportunity to grow, we do expect that access to capital will become even more challenging.
Challenging for small brewers like Trolley 5 and restaurants too.
You hit that tax bracket and now you can't afford operational costs moving forward.
And raising prices for a company like Big Rock really is a double-edged sword.
When you pass on price to consumers, your volume goes down, and that actually makes the problem worse.
Mark joins us from outside Big Rock Brewery tonight. So, Mark, it's not just beer that's seeing a tax hike. Your favorite glass of wine is also expected to cost a little more.
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. Coming up on April 1st, the Alberta government will increase taxes on what it calls high-value wines. Now, this increase will apply to bottles of wine that are $15 or $20. They'll see a 5% markup. Wines that are between $20 and $25, they'll go up about 10%. And any wine that's over $25 a bottle, that will see a 15% increase. Now, Alberta's Hospitality Association says that these prices are concerning, especially for its industry, and it's putting some employees on edge here as they're already facing higher costs in restaurants. Now back to beer. Alberta's beer industry certainly saying that these taxes are concerning. Before that these beer taxes were put in place, they say that Alberta brewers had more than doubled, and they saw a lot of big growth. Really concerning right now for an industry that has 2,200 employees across the province and generated about $840 million to Alberta's GDP annually. Sarah.
Okay, Mark Villani reporting. Mark, thank you.